Everyone is talking about the Tipsy Beauty Concealer and I have really been curious to try it. But is it actually worth the hype and your money, or is it just another overhyped launch? As someone with dry, matured skin, I will be putting this foundation through a proper test. So let's try it. So I picked up the foundation from their official website, and no, it is not a sponsored or a PR. I got this from my own money. So here is the foundation, and with my foundation I got their Diamond Beauty Sponge as a free gift. This also they have newly launched. So that's how the packaging looks like. You get 40 grams of product. It comes with a pump and also a doe foot applicator for spot concealing. Now this is a 3-in-1 base wherein you have a foundation, a concealer, and also it has SPF 30 with PA 2x+. So you get 20 shades. They have covered 6 skin tones with 4 different undertones. This retails for $13.49 and the expiry is April 2029. You will get all the details on the packaging and also on their official website. So if you want, you can go and have a look. One thing I have noticed, they done a very good job that they have given shade reference of other foundation brands, and also they have mentioned which shade from their range is going to suit which skin tone. So they have given shade reference, swatches, everything. You can find it on their website. Now that's how the sponge looks like. It is their dual diamond sponge. So with this side you can blend out the foundation, and with this side you can blend the concealer. I'm really not a sponge person anymore. I love blending my foundation with brush, but today for the sake of it I'm going to use sponge on one side and brush on the other. So this is the shape. It has got a pear shape and this is the size. So let me just dampen it and I'll come back. So that's the size it has expanded to once I've dampened it, and it's very soft, very squishy. You can see the bounce. Now I'm very curious to see how this blends out the foundation. I've nicely prepped my skin, and for primer I use the Forever 52 All Day Grip Primer. I have color corrected the uneven skin tone, and now let's try out this foundation. I'm not sure how is the texture, how is the consistency. So yeah. Ooh. Okay, so it's quite thick, not exactly thick, but it has a semi-thick consistency. You can see it's dripping very slowly. I'm going to use my PAC S03 foundation brush on the right side of my face. So that's the shade Medium Tan Neutral 11. I know it's very light if you compare to my neck, but I'm going to give it a standing time to see how much it oxidizes. The Tipsy Beauty Concealer is a foundation, concealer and SPF 30 all in one. It's infused with niacinamide and moringa seed extract and promises buildable coverage without feeling heavy or cakey. The finish is meant to be radiant, skin-like and naturally glowy. So let's see how it looks on my dry skin. So here I am after blending the foundation on my entire face, and honestly speaking I'm absolutely loving this sponge because it blended my foundation effortlessly, quickly. Within seconds my foundation was blended and it gave me a flawless finish. But on the right hand side where I used my PAC brush, it was tugging and pulling and I needed 3 pumps just to cover the half side of my face. Texture of this foundation depends on what kind of tool you need to use, and for this kind of foundation which has a little bit of thicker texture, sponge is the best tool to work with. You can use a brush also if you're a brush lover, but do not forget to spray your face with little bit of hydrating spray, and that is how you are going to get a quick blending. Wow, I'm absolutely loving this satin matte finish it is providing. Rather than giving a flat matte kind of finish, it is giving me a healthy glow from within, and the foundation is sitting beautifully on my dry and matured skin. In one layer, it is giving me a very beautiful medium coverage, although you can build up to a full if you want to, but I think I'm really happy with one coverage. But I'm definitely going to show you guys how actually it layers. It's lightweight, kind of hydrating, and it does not feel dry or stretchy. So now I'm more curious to see how this foundation layers on my skin. So I've taken about 3 pumps of this foundation and I'm going to use this sponge because I really love how it blended the foundation. So I'm little warming up on the back of my hand. This is how the texture is going to be, little bit workable. Also, one thing I'm noticing that it is drying up very quickly on my face. I don't know because the AC is on or the formulation is such, but yes, it's settling very quickly on my face. So that's 2 layers of this foundation, and honestly speaking, I'm absolutely loving the sponge, because out of those 3 pumps, still this much amount is left on the back of my hand, and with sponge a little goes a long way. Even after 2 layers, it's not giving me any kind of heavy feeling. It still feels very lightweight, and because I have a dry and matured skin with lot of textures and open pores and dry patches, it's not emphasizing any of the texture and not clinging on to any of the dry patches. So it layers beautifully. You can build up to a full if you want to, but do not overlayer, as it can give you a cakey looking face. The sponge is definitely worth buying. If you don't get it as a free gift, please invest in a good quality sponge. I am going to do a wear test of this foundation. They haven't claimed whether it is sweat proof, waterproof, or humidity proof, but I am going to test it out. I have finished applying this foundation at around 11:30, so I'll start my wear test past that time, but I'm also interested to see whether it is transfer proof or not. So let's try it. Oh my god, the stain is negligible. It's barely there, because they haven't claimed anything of that sort. Still, it has done a very good job. I'm more interested to see how it lasts on my sweaty skin, because looking at the climate outside, it's very hot and humid here in Mumbai. Okay guys, I'm back after full face of makeup. I am absolutely loving today's makeup look. Look at my cheeks. It looks so dewy, juicy, luminous. It's just the blush. The review is coming up very soon. Please stay tuned for that. I'm absolutely loving how it's making my skin look, and the shade match is also really looking good. It doesn't look too light or too deep. It's right in between. I think it has a beautiful balanced neutral undertone. Today I have used creams, liquids as well as powder to complete my base makeup. Now one thing I noticed, that while using liquid contour, it was tugging and pulling little bit, but it did not pick my base makeup. Also while using this dewy blush, it did not disrupt the foundation underneath. I did set my face ever so slightly on the T-zone as well as under my eyes, but I noticed that there was no need to set my face entirely, because this was a self-setting foundation on my dry skin, and I think this is perfect for oily skin. Despite of all the makeup that I have on top, my skin feels very smooth. The pore area looks a lot smoothened and blurred out. My dry patches is not emphasizing. It's not clinging onto any of my texture. It's given me a very smoothened out skin. Now let's do a fresh swatch to see how much the foundation have oxidized. To my knowledge, it has definitely oxidized half to 1 shade deeper, and you can see the difference for yourself. So if you're close enough to my skin tone, and if you're somewhere around NC 40 to 42 skin and 312 in Maybelline foundation, then I think this shade medium tan neutral 11 is going to suit you perfectly post oxidation. Definitely Tipsy Beauty has created a great formulation. This was my first time ever trying out something from this brand, and I was not disappointed. Also I did a flash test, because it has SPF 30 with PA 2x+, so I was more curious to see if there is any kind of flashback, and to my surprise, there wasn't any. 6 hours later, I'm genuinely impressed. The foundation still looks smooth, even and airbrushed with very minimal fading. It's not a hydrating formula, so dry skin definitely needs good prep, but it also didn't turn cakey or emphasize dryness throughout the day. The finish became more glowier over time, and there was some transfer during the blot test, but even after sweating, the foundation didn't separate, break down or melt off my face. So while it's not transfer proof, it wears beautifully and performs much better than I expected.